Honestly, I was looking for love, and I couldn't find it in the U.S. So what I found was a lot of things that seemed like love, but they weren't love. Many other times when I'm trying to, have a boyfriend, or I had a good job, I made a lot of money. That didn't make me happy. I had, friends, I had alcohol, I had all these things. Western dress, tight shorts, and all that sexy stuff. Not happy. Even 10 boyfriends, not happy.
10 boyfriends?
Yeah.
So
but I couldn't find love. So after divorce, then I said, the problem is American men. Now I'll have an Indian man, so then I'm in love with the Indian culture, so I can have an Indian husband. So I got an Indian boyfriend, and he loved the American culture. He only looked Indian body only. But his mind was like, party, sex, alcohol, he wears jeans and he doesn't look Indian at all. I'm happily divorced. People say they're happily married. I'm happily divorced. So my message is, your culture is the best in the whole world. I've changed my whole life to be here in India. And for those people who think there's something better in the U.S., you're very wrong. The poorest people I've ever met in my life are from the United States, because they're poor in their heart. They're only rich in their body. They're only rich in their home and their car. The richest people I've ever met are the Indian people.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है गौतम और इस वक्त मैं मौजूद हूँ वृंदावन में मैं लगातार आपको विभिन्न प्रकार के साधु, संत, महात्मा, तपस्वी, साधकों और विशेष तौर पर विदेशी साधकों के साथ संवाद श्रृंखलाएं दिखाता हूँ। आज उसी श्रृंखला में हमारे साथ एक वृंदावन में महिला हैं जो हैं तो विदेशी, लेकिन आप इनका जब परिधान देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि इनको भारत से कितना प्रेम है। आइए जानते हैं कहाँ से हैं और कब से हैं। वेलकम।
नमस्ते, थैंक यू।
आपको हिंदी आती है?
थोड़ा।
कितना थोड़ा?
Very little.
Okay. So from which country you are?
United States.
And what's your good name?
Joshika.
Joshika. Joshika is your spiritual name?
Yeah.
And your name in America?
Jessica.
Okay. So since how many years you are in India?
8.
From 8 years.
8 years.
What attracted you towards spirituality, towards this spiritual clothes?
Honestly, I was looking for love.
Okay.
And I couldn't find it in the U.S. So what I found was a lot of things that seemed like love, but they weren't love. And so I come from like a divorce. And many other times when I'm trying to, have a boyfriend, or I had a good job, I made a lot of money. That didn't make me happy. I had, friends, I had alcohol, I had all these things. But I couldn't find love. So I was chasing that kind of dream. And when I found Babaji, and he was teaching about what true love was, that's when I actually felt finally peaceful for the first time in my life.
So boyfriend doesn't make you happy,
No.
Alcohol doesn't make you happy, and marriage
Western dress, tight shorts and all that sexy stuff. Not happy. Even 10 boyfriends, not happy.
10 boyfriends?
Yeah.
So what make you now happy?
Learning about bhakti, and from Babaji learning about what love really is, and it's the opposite of what I thought. Bhakti
is totally different from the stuff which you have experienced in your country.
Yes. So what I thought love was a man loving me. Appreciating me, giving me gifts, showering me with praise. But actually what I learned that love is the opposite. You love Krishna. And you love and have devotion for your guru, and that's totally different. It's not about me, it's about being a servant and being surrendered to the guru.
तो ये आप देख रहे हैं जोशिका जो मूल रूप से यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स की रहने वाली हैं। उनका कहना है कि बहुत सारी चीज़ें उन्होंने करी जब वो अपने देश में थी। उनको लगता था कि कोई आदमी, कोई लड़का उनकी तारीफ़ करेगा, यही प्यार है। और 10-10 बॉयफ्रेंड थे, लेकिन इनको वो प्यार नहीं मिला। और जब वो भारत में आई तो इन्होंने कृष्ण से जब प्रेम किया तो लगा कि दैट्स रियल लव।
That's real love.
So how much your life has been changed in these 8 years?
Well, before I was, I used to be the CEO of a software company.
CEO?
I have a software company. I have an MBA from Cornell University, which is an Ivy League school in the US. I used to be a consultant, so I would go all around the world for one day doing, consulting. Stretch Limo would pick me up with a sign, Jessica Richmond, all that. I dropped all of that, and I live in a small room in the ashram. you know, and my life is very simple. And I don't have any desire for that material love anymore. You know, I just feel simple, and my life is trying to help other people learn about bhakti and learn about from Babaji.
So how much scriptures you have studied in India? Some books?
Babaji's teaching Bhagavatam. You know, that's the main thing I'm learning, because I'm also learning a lot about the Vedic psychology.
So you have learned some Hindi words in India?
Yeah.
What?
How to count to 10.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I learned Dhanyavad. I learned Mat Karo. I learned Thanda. Thanda. Bahut Garam. Chalo. Jaldi chalo.
Jaldi karo.
Karo? Oh, jaldi karo. What else? Not much. Just a little.
This much.
Kora.
So now what's your future planning? You wants to stay in India, or you wants to go back to America?
No. Babaji and I started an institute together. Called Babaji and I already started an institute together called the Vedic Psychology Institute. So our goal is to create an institute where people can come and learn Vedic psychology. Right now we have people we're teaching just online. We have a website where we have courses, e-courses on Vedic psychology. And then our goal is to eventually build a center, like a physical center where people can come and learn Vedic psychology.
Where you will build that center?
US. Because we want to get US people who are also looking for love in all the wrong places and who just are suffering and they can't figure out, they're in a depression, you know.
So Joshika ji, when you was CEO in a company, how much you earn there?
This was 20 years ago. So I earned then maybe around $200,000 US.
200,000
per year. Yeah.
Oh, 200,000.
And big 60,000 bonus, $60,000 US bonus.
It's very much.
Yeah.
So now you have no husband?
No, I'm divorced because that wasn't love.
Okay.
That was abuse. So yeah, I'm happily divorced. You know, people say they're happily married. I'm happily divorced.
And your children's?
No children.
You didn't have children?
No.
So how much is your age right now?
50.
50.
Yeah.
Okay. You divorced 8 years back?
No, before.
Before it's
maybe 10 or 15 years ago. Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
तो लोग कहते हैं कि खुशी से उन्होंने शादी कर ली, लेकिन इन्होंने कहा कि खुशी से इन्होंने डिवोर्स दे दिया और फिर भक्ति में आकर के यहाँ रहने लगी. How much you like these clothes?
I love it. It's the mood of Vrindavan, right? To have it like this type of very loose, flowing. I think it's the mood of love.
Mood of love.
Right?
Okay. So what message you want to convey to those people, those who thinks that love is in relationship, love is in girlfriend, boyfriend. So also they wants to go to America.
Yeah, that's the dream. Everyone thinks that's the dream. Actually, for me, I thought India was the dream. Before I even met Babaji, before I knew Bhakti, I was just in love with India. Because 20 years ago, I went to school for Ayurveda to be so I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner. I studied in the US. So then I thought, okay, I love Ayurveda. So now these American men don't work for me. But how about Indian man? Because the Indian man will have everything about the culture that I love about India. After divorce, then I said, the problem is American men. Now I'll have an Indian man, so then I'm in love with the Indian culture, so I can have an Indian husband. So I got an Indian boyfriend, and he loved the American culture. He only looked the Indian body only. But his mind was like, party, sex, alcohol, he wears jeans and he doesn't look Indian at all. So
also you broke your relationship with him?
Broke. Okay. Because I was looking for love, I didn't know what that was, but I knew what it wasn't. I knew what love was not.
तो इन्होंने जब डिवोर्स हो गया तो एक इंडियन व्यक्ति जो चेन्नई से बिलोंग करता था उसे बॉयफ्रेंड बनाया ताकि उससे शादी कर लें और बाद में भारतीय कल्चर को जाने. लेकिन वो जो भारतीय व्यक्ति था वो खुद अमेरिकन कल्चर को फॉलो करता था और ये भारतीय संस्कृति को जानना चाहती थी, तो इन्होंने उन्हें भी छोड़ दिया. तो व्हाट मैसेज यू वांट टू कन्वे टू दोज इंडियंस? दे आर नॉट इमिटेटिंग देयर ओन कल्चर, दे आर नॉट वैल्यूइंग देयर कल्चर.
सो माय मैसेज इज your culture is the best in the whole world. You know, I've changed my whole life to be here in India. It's the most amazing culture. You have the Varnashram system. You have Dharma. You have spirituality, and spirituality is first everywhere I see. You know, and for those people who think there's something better in the U.S., you're very wrong. And I'm sorry that you think that that's true. You've been influenced by our culture because of money. But the poorest people I've ever met in my life are from the United States because they're poor in their heart. They're only rich in their body. They're only rich in their home and their car. The richest people I've ever met are the Indian people. The poorest Indian people, the villagers, are the richest people. They're laughing. They're happy. They're loving. You know, Babaji came from a village. He was very poor, but he has so much love. So the richness is in the heart, and that to me is India.
So you don't miss your own culture right now?
No.
No.
No. What is culture? What there is culture? A big house? Or what? Partying, dancing, like sex? No. That to me is just ends up in suffering.
तो इनका कहना ये है कि जो इन्होंने सबसे गरीब लोग देखे वो अपने ही देश में देखे, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में देखे, जहाँ पर घर तो है, देखने में बाहर से बहुत अमीर लग रहे हैं, लेकिन अपने हृदय में यदि वो देख लें तो वो सबसे गरीब लोग हैं। और भारतीय लोग जो देखने में सबसे गरीब लगते हैं वही सबसे अमीर हैं, और गांव वाले जो हैं वो सबसे अमीर हैं।
The villagers I've met are full of love. You know, they're very simple, and that's what love is about. Love is simple. It's simple. They're taking care of the cows. You know, cows are Krishna. You know, and they're eating very simple meals. The problem is people they chase after their desires, and if you have money, you can get more and more and more, and you don't realize the more you have, the less you're connected to your heart. So the villagers are the most simple people, and they're all about their family. In the U.S., nobody has family. Everybody chases the money. You know, I grew up in the Boston area, and I moved to California, 3,000 miles away. Why? For the best school. But I miss my family every day, you know. So to me, India has it right. It's about family. It's about love. It's about connection. And if you don't have that, that's when you need sex. That's when you need the house. That's when you need the alcohol. If you don't have the love.
When you was in America, you belongs to which culture, which religion?
None. My parents were atheists. They believe in no God.
Okay.
So this is very new for me.
So now you are in Sanatan Dharam. Now you are in Hindu culture. So what is the difference between the atheists? What difference you have experienced as an atheist and as an Hindu Sanatan?
Atheist, it's all about enjoyment for yourself. You know, they eat cows. Let's make burgers. It's all about alcohol and enjoyment and dressing nicely. And can I get a bigger house, a bigger car, a nicer boyfriend, go on more vacations? It's all about just enjoyment. And the idea is YOLO. You know, you only live once. YOLO. So enjoy as much as you can. And then the opposite here is, you know, it's about being simple. Being connected to your heart, loving other people, caring for other people, you know, and the less you have, the better.
तो ये जोशिका माता जी थी, जो मूल रूप से अमेरिका की रहने वाली हैं। अब ये भारत में आप इनको देखेंगे तो सनातन से इतना प्रेम है, वहाँ सब बेकार चीज़ें इन्होंने अनुभव करी, और जब प्रेम की खोज करी तो भारत आना हुआ।
And I'm also in the middle of getting my PhD.
PhD?
Yeah.
In which subject?
Psychology. From Walden, from a university in the United States, and I'm studying.
So in how many years you will complete your PhD?
Within this year.
Okay, it's final.
Almost final.
Yeah. साइकोलॉजी में PhD भी कर रही हैं माता जी, PhD कर रही हैं, भारत में रह रही हैं, भारत से प्यार है, भारतीय लोगों से प्यार है, अब भारत से जाना भी नहीं है. You don't want to go back?
No. I stay here and I teach them Vedic psychology. I teach them what Babaji is teaching about the mind, so they can come to Bhakti.
भक्ति में लोगों को लेके आना है, यूएस के लोगों को भक्ति में लाना है. वैदिक साइकोलॉजी, आपने साइकोलॉजी सुनी होगी, मनोविज्ञान सुना होगा, लेकिन वैदिक मनोविज्ञान पे एक विदेशी महिला काम कर रही है. आपको इनकी कौन सी बात सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छी लगी, इनका वृंदावन में रहना आपको कैसा लगा, और इनके व्यक्तित्व का, इनके जीवन की घटनाक्रम का, कहानी का, असली कहानी का कौन सा पहलू आपको प्रभावित करता है, आप हमें ज़रूर बताएंगे. आज वृंदावन से इतना ही, फिर मिलेंगे किसी नए ऐसे साधक के साथ. तब तक के लिए धन्यवाद, नमस्कार.
धन्यवाद.